Okay, so I just want to go over a few of the basic crochet stitches. So we make the slip knot, and we're going to go ahead and chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I've already dropped it. 5, 6, 7, 8, and let me make adjustment to the camera. 9, 10. Okay, so doing good here. Now we're going to start with a single crochet stitch. So in order to work a single crochet stitch, we're going to insert the hook first. So always front to back. Insert the hook, and then wrap the yarn over. And you know, they say wrap the yarn over, but what's really happening is instead of wrapping the yarn over, you're kind of putting the hook behind the yarn and pulling it through. And that's kind of how that's working. And then once you wrap the yarn over, you pull that through. You have 2 loops on here now, and then you yarn over again, or wrap it around again, pull it through. Okay, so let's do that again. Insert the hook from the front to the back, and the camera reverses things, so what you're actually seeing is the needle coming out of the back, and I'm hooking it around, pulling it through, so that there are 3 stitches, or there are 2 stitches, sorry, on the hook. So I got the 2 stitches on the hook right now. I wrap the yarn around again, pull it through. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Putting it through, wrapping it around, pulling it through, gives me 2 stitches. Okay, then I'm wrapping it around, pulling it through both those stitches. Okay, and again, putting it through the front, wrapping it around, pulling it through, wrapping it around, pulling it through. Oh, that's much better camera angle. Okay, so let me do it again, the better camera angle. Sticking it through. Kind of wish I could get that held up for you. That's the back. I'm wrapping it around and pulling it through. Okay. And I keep moving my hands to hold the work. It's kind of messy with the hands. When you've got a small piece, it gets easier to hold as it gets bigger. Wrapping it around, pulling it through. Okay, so that's still going to be a hole right there, sticking through front to back, wrapping it around, pulling it through. Now you have 2, wrapping it around, pulling it through both of those. Oh, I get stuck. This hand spun, this is a lightly spun one. Okay, so I'm wrapping it around, putting it through, wrapping it around, pulling it through, wrapping it around, pulling it through. Okay, and for our last one, sorry about that, I'm going to put it through the loop, okay, wrapping it around, pulling it through, wrapping it around, pulling it through. That is a single crochet. Okay, now I'm going to turn the corner. Now there are some rules about turning the corner when you do the different crochets. I'm not going to worry too much about those particular rules. Okay, so, or maybe I'll worry a little bit about it. When you do the half double crochet stitch, when you're working it at the beginning of the loop, you usually move over you skip that first one right here. Okay, and so when you start doing, you know, when you start making fabric from this, it's going to become important, because what will happen is if you don't put it in the right spot, if you put it in the first chain, when it should be in the second chain, your sides won't be even. But at the moment, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so here's a half double crochet, and this one is going to be taller. So now, for the half double crochet, you actually wrap the yarn around before you put it into the front. So it goes around the hook, and then you insert the hook. So you already start with 2. Okay, so once you've got it through, you wrap it around again, and you pull it out. Now you have 3 on the hook. 1, 2, 3. And then you wrap it again. Oh, this soft hand spun was probably not the best for this one. Okay, so here we go again. I'm trying to figure out this camera placement. This one's a little odder. Okay, so here I go. Wrap it around. Then put it in, wrap it around again, pull it out. You have 3. Then wrap it around and go straight through all 3. Okay, so again, wrap, through, wrap, out, wrap, through. Okay, so here I am again. Wrap, through, wrap, through, wrap, through. Or it might be easier, and then the cat blocks my view of the screen, so give me just a moment. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, these animals. Okay, so let me get this set up again. Alright, so now I can see the screen again. Okay. Alright, that's better. Wrap, through, wrap, out, wrap. Okay, so wrap, through, wrap, out, wrap, wrap, good, wrap, comes back out, wrap, back out. And our last one, wrap, oops, this one's really tight. You gotta watch these ones at the beginning and end. Gonna push it in there, wrap, pull that back out, wrap, pull that back out. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Alright, now this is hopefully, well, by the next month my tripod will come in, and so then I'll be able to have this mounted much higher. The web camera is really low, doesn't give you a lot of space. Okay, that was a half double crochet. And then my all-time favorite is a double crochet. There's a treble crochet too, but I don't normally do the treble crochet. The double crochet is tall enough. So you can see here with a single crochet, lay that down. This is the single crochet down here. It's real short. And look how tall the stitches are for the double crochet, for the half double crochet. So you can imagine how tall the stitches are for the double crochet. When you work everything up in double crochet, it gets bigger faster. Let me see if I can make another adjustment which will give me some more room to work. Okay. I have to fool around with this camera because it's backwards. Okay, that might do it right there. Okay, now, my all-time favorite, the double crochet. Now, same thing as the half double crochet, you wrap the yarn around before it goes in. Okay, so, go in, you pull out, then you have 3 loops. Okay, Then you wrap, you pull through 2, and you wrap and you pull through 2. Pull through the last 2. Okay, so here we go again. Wrap. You go in, you come out, you have 3. Okay? Then you wrap and you pull through 2, and you wrap and you pull through 2. Okay, so the difference between the half double crochet and the double crochet is the half double crochet I would have gone in and wrapped, okay, and then pulled through all 3. We'll pull through all 3, and that's not what I'm doing here. Okay, for this one, wrapping, pull through, you hit the 3, pull through, and then you have 2, and then 2. Okay, so let's wrap again. There's 3. You wrap, pull through the first 2, wrap, pull through the last 2. Again, wrap, go in. Okay. There we go. Pull through 2. 2 on here, pull through 2. Wrap. Go in. 3, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, so if you look at the difference in height, little single crochets down here, half double crochets here, and the double crochet is the tallest up here. And like I said, I love working a double crochet because it goes taller, makes the project grow a lot faster. That's a good way to see them right there. Now, of course, there are more decorative stitches, but pretty much you can make a ton of things if you just know those 3 stitches, and everything else is kind of shaping. So for the next time, I want to talk about working in the round. Once you get the hang of working around, then you can start crocheting hats. All right, thank you. Talk to you soon.
And here we go. I'm going to work on a crochet version of the mufatee. Gonna give these guys a moment to settle down. And so I'm using an H hook. I really wanted a G hook, but for life of me, I can't seem to find the thing. So it's H thin. Make my slip knot. And the number that you chain determines how far down the arm the mufatee goes. So I'm going to start by chaining 25, and then we'll see how far down that's going to bring our mufatee. Get the yarn ready here. Have a little snag. Okay, so let's see. Let's start. And remember, if the smaller needle you use, the more chains you have to have. And I'm always moving my hand up towards the work so I can get a really good grip on that. You don't really have to, but I chain crochet stitch pretty much as tight as I knit. So I kind of grab the knit work the same way too. Oop, now I lost track of what I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm going to check that from where I want the mufatee to stop, which is about mid-hand, to as far down as I want it to go. And that's pretty good, so I'm going to chain 25. And basically, from here, I'm going to do the double crochet double crochet stitch. And give the camera just a moment to balance out and hope the dogs don't bump it. Now, in order to work a double crochet stitch, you're going to wrap the yarn over the hook from front to back. Okay. Usually you do it fourth chain from the hook when you're doing a double crochet. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, fourth from the hook from front to back. Okay. Now, you draw it through. Then you have 3. Okay. You wrap it around, draw it to the first 2. Wrap it around, draw it to the next 2. Okay. Whew. There we go. So let's do that again. You're going to wrap it. You're going to insert it into the next chain, front to back. Pull it through, wrap it, pull it through, wrap it, pull it through. And that's your double crochet. All right, let me move in a little closer so that you can see just a little better. Set the camera up on the tripod, got a little close, and then the moment I turn it on, the dogs all start moving around. It's like this, their cue to get up or so for some reason. So I have to make the adjustment again. So we wrap it around, go in front to back, pull it through, wrap it again, pull it through, wrap it again, pull it through. And you can see how that creates taller work right here than the single crochet would. And so you're going to go ahead, and that's why we're going to work this. And I think maybe just to add some decoration or two, I might add a row of half double crochet every so often so that it'll just kind of give it a look. So I'm going to go ahead and begin to make my double crochets. I'll get about 5 or 6 rows into it, and then I will make a half double crochet, do 5 or 6 rows, and then come back and show you how that looks. Okay, so I realized I forgot to say something. Once you've done your first initial double crochet stitch chain, in order to turn the work and go into the next double crochet row, you have to crochet 3, chain 3, and then wrap the go to the next chain, because this is the beginning one. Skip that one. So go to the next available one, wrap the yarn around, and then double crochet from there. So let me repeat that. When you get to the end of the row, you double crochet your last double crochet, chain 3. Then you're going to skip that first double crochet right here, go to the next one. So essentially, I guess I'm saying is that you want to work into the second double crochet stitch. Okay, and then now you can see the first one right here, and then this is the second one right here. And then you're going to wrap the yarn and begin your double crochet stitch from there. So what I have here now are 2 rows of double crochet, 1 row of single crochet, 2 more rows of double crochet, 1 row of single crochet, and you can kind of see how the single crochet creates that ridge. Kind of have that ridge right here on both sides. And so far I've worked up 8 rows, and when I did the measurement on my hand, I can see that it'll probably be another 7 rows, or maybe even 6 rows, depending on how stretchy this is. And that will be all I need. So that's a total of 15 rows, give or take the size of the hand that you're doing it. And that will be enough. So next time, the next segment, I'll show you how to join the sides so that you can close in the mufatee. I've got my first one done. It's worked up. And I always say, well, at least initially for me, crochet goes a lot faster than knitting does. Now I can probably do about both equally. So when I fold it over, sorry, I'm doing this with like one hand here. It's pretty much about where it needs to be with my hand. I didn't make it exactly enough to go all the way around the finger because I want it to stretch. It's going to stretch a little bit so that it'll be fitting. So it's just a little bit from there. And then when I stretch into it, it will give me that. So I fold it in half. And what you want to make sure is that wherever it is, it's going to stop on your fingers, which is about right here for me. I make sure that I measure down to find out how far down I have to go before I make the thumb hole. Don't forget that thumb hole. So I would put a knot in this stitch. Then I have this extra yarn left, and I'm going to use, I could use a crochet hook, or I could use a yarn needle. And I'm going to go down. Remember to skip the stitches where you're going to have the thumb hole at. Continue on down to the end. Now what I would do if I was using the crochet hook is I would simply take the end of this loop, grab it with the crochet hook, and string it through, and then pull the extra piece through it. And then I will continue doing that all the way down till I get to the thumb hole. When I get to the thumb hole, I'm going to weave in and out the yarn here until I'm at the end of the thumb hole, and then continue to loop stitch with the crochet needle all the way to the end. Then you make a second one, basically the same way. And like I said from the beginning, the pattern I did for this one, just to give it a little interest, is I did 2 double crochets, then a single crochet, 2 double crochets and a single crochet, 2 double crochets, a single crochet, 2 double crochets, a single crochet, all the way down to the end. And I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there were a total of 15 rows for this one. And I have, I'd say a size 6 to 7 hand right here. Okay, that's the quick mufatee. I'm going to go ahead and stitch it up and then show you a still picture of what it looks like on my hand. These are going to make really good gifts. Really good gloves to sell at market or to sell at 4-H. Something you can do up really quickly and it turn out really cute. And you can always dress it up with ribbons or buttons or any other little notions you'd like. Thanks a lot.